shoot to kill, Yamaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer, brr, pa, pa.
Dr. Rutz, we're looking at all of these issues. President Trump's got his program out there. We know there's obviously 5 million whites in all of South Africa. Now, not all of them, I believe, of course, would apply for this refugee program. But when it comes down to it, for those of you who are still living there, what really can be done to protect in the face of all of this persecution?
Well, thank you, and I'm happy that you asked that, because it's a good thing for people who want to leave to be able to leave, and a lot of people have good reason for leaving, and there are different reasons why people would leave. But it certainly is the case that the majority of us would stay in South Africa, because we're a nation that was shaped and molded in South Africa. Africa is part of our DNA, and we've been here for centuries. Since we've been in Africa since before the USA became a country. We've been here for hundreds of years. And so we need to work towards solutions. And I would say the answer to your question lies on two levels. You might say on a micro level and a macro level. And the micro level, or the everyday, tangible, practical level, implies our communities being well organized, being armed, having radio contact, being trained to use our firearms to be able to defend ourselves, and to build strong institutions. And this is a fundamentally important part. But then on a macro level, and this is something that I will be very actively involved with from now on, we need to push for what you might call dispensational change in South Africa. And what I mean by that is we need a different, a better political system, because what's happening in South Africa is facilitated by a political system that is completely detached from reality, as we mentioned earlier in this interview. And what we need is a political system in South Africa that is decentralized, that has a much weaker central government, if any central government at all, and much stronger self-governance for communities. South Africa is very diverse. South Africa as a country is more diverse than the whole of Western Europe. And we need self-governance, because there are a variety of communities, the Afrikaners being one in many. And if these communities are not able to govern themselves, to make laws that apply to their own people, to decide on how their own affairs are run, how their own tax money is spent, and so forth, we are going to continue to have problems like these. And I would really encourage your viewers, if they want to support this pioneer initiative of ours, which is really aimed at pushing for a more sustainable political dispensation in South Africa. It's, as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing that we need to push for right now.
Well, and at the end of the day, what you're talking about is simply the same thing that was talked about for so many others in many other Western countries, and the idea of the protection of the rights of the minority, which is clearly what the Boers and the white South Africans are